Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. This here is my little makeshift craft corner where I talk about knitting and sometimes other yarn related stuff. And today I wanted to record another knit and chat for you guys. Usually I do live streams on Friday, but this week that was not possible because I was at a festival that was Thursday through Saturday. So I could have gone live, but would have been a whole different kind of live stream. So I have a festival bracelet on. I went to a concert at sea for 3 days. If you're Dutch, maybe you know of the festival, or if you're from Belgium or whatever. I don't think it's widely known outside of those countries because it's mostly only Dutch artists who perform there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I am exhausted. It is now Sunday, so it's the day after. I am tired. 3 days was maybe a bit too much. I did enjoy every single day of it, every single moment of it, but I was so exhausted at the end of literally every day that I'm very happy to have this day to just sit back, relax, knit a bit, chat to you guys, then knit some more, and then tomorrow work starts all over again. Let's see, my hair is like all kinds of different states. But oh well. Yeah, so I went to festival for 3 days and it was so much fun. I really went to see one of my favorite artists was performing there, Gold Band. They're Dutch also. So if you're not Dutch or if you're not Dutch speaking, you probably won't know of them. But I really do like them. So I really wanted to see them. They were performing on Thursday. So that's why I got Thursday tickets with my dad. Because usually, well, it was my first time, but usually my dad, my mom, and my sister go on Friday, Saturday. But on Thursday, like, the biggest lineup artist for me was on Thursday, so would not have really made sense for me to go Friday, Saturday and miss out on Thursday when that's really my artist who's performing then. So I just went Thursday through Saturday and it was exhausting. It was my first time. I really enjoyed it, but it was exhausting. I think maybe next year I'll go for 2 or maybe even 1 day because as much as I really liked it, it was super tiring. Again, I keep repeating that. I'm sorry. It was super tiring, and I don't know, maybe the experience would have been a bit nicer if it was only 1 or 2 days, because then I feel like the last day was a lot of fun, a lot of great artists performed then, but I was just so tired that, I don't know, halfway through the day or towards the end, I was just kind of over it. Which sounds really bad. I was still enjoying myself, but I was also like, would love to just chill for a bit now. And that's not really an option when you're at a festival with 45,000 people attending. So yeah, that was the thing. And I still really enjoyed it. But that's why there was no live stream on Friday, because I was at a festival enjoying myself there and I could have gone live, but would have been a totally different vibe to my channel. So yeah, that was the introductory bit of this. I have started knitting already during this knit and chat. Maybe you've seen a peek of it, I don't really think so. But I'm knitting on my excavation blanket. It is growing quite a bit. It's growing a lot slower than it was in the beginning, obviously, because the rows are getting longer and longer as I go on. But I do still really enjoy making this. And I kind of hope to have this ready for next winter or whenever the weather gets a bit colder. But I'm not really pressuring myself because I have huge castanitis. as I call it, with summer tops currently. Summer is coming along quite quickly. I have made one summer top so far. My camisole number 5 is still in progress. It still only needs to do the end parts, like the detailing around the neck and the armholes. It shouldn't take too long, but didn't really find the time or find the energy to sit down and read what I'm supposed to do and then do it. I feel like it will only take me a couple hours and then it's done, and just weaving in the ends and blocking the whole piece and I'm done. Shouldn't be too hard, but it is apparently. It is. I'm quite annoyed that I'm just not really able to sit down and do it. But I will really try to find the time to do it because I really want that camisole to be finished. And then I really want to cast on some other camisoles. I think I still have to do all my summer planning. Then I'll make a video about it for sure. But I think it'll be a very my favorite things knitwear heavy summer for me. Because I have yarn for so many of our camisoles. Almost every camisole, I think. There is yarn for number 4, then number 5 is almost finished. Yarn for number 6 will half the yarn because it has to be double stranded. Yarn it has to be with yarn held together, and I have 1 yarns. Then I'll also make shorts number 1, which is with the same yarn as camisole number 6, because those are like kind of a set. Then I have yarn for camisole number 7 and camisole number 8. So the only ones I'm missing out on are 1, 2, 3, and 9. Because 9 is new. And it is so gorgeous. I know it's a very basic one, but it's still so beautiful. Like, I think there were some similar patterns out there, but something about this one is wow. I really love the black that she knitted in, and I really want to cast that one on as well. But maybe I should go through the other camisoles first. So I have 4, 6, 7, and 8 laying around. I'm picturing the yarns that I have for those in my mind, and I believe that a lot of them are green. Number 4 is going to be green, number 7 is going to be green, number 6 is going to be like a gray variegated yarn, and number 8 will be more orangey. So that's a lot of green, because number 5 is also bright green, which is fun. I'm apparently very gravitating towards green right now, which is cool. I think I'm avoiding blue because I had a huge blue phase growing up. I'm knitting this blanket in blue because this is all leftover yarn from when I was 10 years old and my grandma taught me how to knit, and I had a bunch of blue yarn that I was knitting garter stitch squares with, and that it's all left over, so I'm trying to make it into a blanket so that it still has a purpose. But yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the blue, and I'm apparently compensating that with going for green a lot. I don't know what to think of that. It's funny. But I will have a lot of green camisoles going on. Yeah, that's some of my summer plans. I don't know which camisole I will prioritize and which might become a fall camisole or whatever. But I don't think I'll have to do a lot of yarn shopping this summer. Like, only for the camisole number 6, I'm looking for something more of a cotton merino-ish strand that fits well with the other yarn, because that's a merino. And I feel like my favorite things knitwear holds her merino and cotton merino together for number 6. Could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. So I'd like to kind of mimic what she's using, so that I kind of get a similar result. But I'll have to look into that, and I'll have to bring my skein to the yarn store and kind of look what matches with that. That's the only yarn I think I'll have to buy this summer. Then I also have a t-shirt that I want to make. The Cumulus tee as well. There's just a lot that I want to knit on, and there are a lot of whips on my needles currently. They're just kind of hibernating, or I'm just not really working on it. So I've kind of in between, I should really finish those, and I really want to cast on something new. I could use the casting on energy, and I don't really, apart from camisole number 5, have the camisole on my needles. There is the white top that I have put down like a year ago, that I'm not really in the mood to knit at all, just because there's so much going on. I will have to figure out where I am in the pattern, because I just started on the detailing. I messed up on the detailing, so I'll have to frock. I might want to lengthen the camisole, so I have to do a lot of math and thinking back a year. And I do really like the pattern, and I do really like the yarn, but it's not like my biggest priority to get that one off the needles and into my wardrobe. So I just have to see what I'll do with that one. And then there's no other camisole on my needles. There are even a couple sweaters still on the needles, like my sweater number 15, and I really want to finish, but it's just not the weather for it. And I do have some socks, and I could finish that one sock before I start my camisoles. But sock knitting in summer also isn't really the vibe that I'm going for, you know? It's just not it right now. My whips I currently have are just not it for me. So yeah, I have huge castanitis right now. I'm trying to hold back, and I'm trying to make a plan of what I'll be knitting this summer and when I'll be knitting it. Because I do think I could crank out a camisole in 2 weeks if I'm really putting myself to it, like 3 weeks realistically, because last summer I did it in 2 weeks, but then I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities, whereas now I'm working, so don't have that much time, so maybe 3 weeks per camisole. And just, yeah, I don't know, t-shirt should also not take too long, because that's all just stockinette. So once I get down the yoke, I'm good to go. Like, just straight on stockinette, we're fine. Yeah, I have work as a responsibility right now, so I cannot knit for full days, except for if I take up some holidays or some vacation days. And I do think I could do that. I do think I'll take a week off somewhere, but I don't know when that'll be. Might take 2 weeks off. I don't know. Still have to figure that out, because there's not really a I'm going on holiday plan going on right now. It's just I'm trying to maybe catch a breath somewhere this summer, because news alert, I'm also moving. I finally found an apartment, so that's cool. That's great. I'm getting the keys 1st of July, which is literally in a week, like within a couple of days. But It's going so quick right now. I found the perfect-ish apartment. Because nothing really is 100% perfect, obviously. But this is quite close. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. It is located not pretty central, but it is still greatly central. There's a tram station very nearby that takes me right to work. So that's great, and it takes me right into the city as well if I want that. So it's all perfect. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. It is not expensive at all. It is. I went to the viewing being like, where's the catch? Because it's such a cheap apartment for current times speaking, because there's a bit of a housing crisis going on. So cheap is relative. But it is still so cheap. It is underneath the. In the Netherlands, there's like a border, and if you're below that, you'll get money from the government if you don't make too much money. And if you're above that, you don't. So the houses that are below those requirements are mostly meant for people who don't earn too much money, so that they get some help financing it. And I'm under, like, my income is slightly underneath that. I do still make a fair bit of money, but I'm still eligible for some government funding. And then the house is also underneath that, so that's great. That is incredible. So I'll get some government funding, which is insane, because I've looked at, I think I went to 6 viewings the past couple months, and I applied for maybe 30 houses. They don't all email you back, and they don't all give you a viewing, of course. But I don't know, it's just all those places were either very tiny or very expensive, like way, way, way above the government requirements. And like, those would still only be 1-room apartments, like studio apartments, or 1.5-room apartments. I've come to learn that 1.5-room apartments exist. They basically give you the illusion of having a bedroom. Like, you don't get the privacy of having a bedroom with the door and all, but you still get some walls that kind of, if you really want, make it look like you have a bedroom. But this has a proper bedroom. It is a tiny one, but still. It is nicely renovated. It has a tiny balcony. Well, it's not tiny, but it is very narrow. It's a long, narrow balcony, so I'll just be knitting away on the balcony. It is perfect, and it is... I still haven't found the catch. I don't know where the catch is. It is just a very beautiful and cheap apartment, and I love it. So I'm getting the keys July 3rd, actually. I'm renting it from July 1st, but that's on a Saturday, so you get the keys on the next work day, which is Monday. And yeah, I'm just going to be moving over the summer, which is also always a fun time, moving in the summer. Not like it's warm at all or anything. It's a fun time. So that's all going to happen. I'm just kind of thinking of maybe doing some moving content on here, but I'm not sure if you guys would want that. So maybe comment down below if you'd like me to make some moving content, well, I will make house hunting content because I obviously already have a house, but just kind of decorating it, giving you maybe an empty apartment tour or a filled apartment tour, showing you when I buy some furniture or some decorations, and just kind of taking you along on that. So please let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that, because I really don't know. This channel is called my Craftcorner, but I don't know if I could branch out to doing some apartment stuff, because I don't know, if I DIY, that could be crafty. I don't know. There'll be some DIY or custom making. Probably my parents are going to be doing that part, but there is going to be some custom made stuff into my apartment. If I have to make the full plans, but there's probably going to be some custom made stuff. I don't know, should I take you along? Should I not? I don't know. I'll probably do a poll on my Instagram as well, or on YouTube community tab, or both. I don't know. There might be a poll coming up, so you want to stay updated on that, follow me on my Instagram, so you'll be the first to see the poll there. We'll also try to do it on YouTube, so don't worry. Maybe subscribe to my YouTube so you get notified whenever the poll comes out. I don't know, do you get notified about community tab stuff? I'm still not sure about the tab or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to be moving, and finally, I have been looking since beginning of March, which it's not that long, but it feels very long. I'm just very excited to be moving, to be moving into an apartment that I could really call my own, and to be moving out of my current studio apartment that I have been in there for 2 years, a bit on and off, because it wasn't my main living space for a while, but it has always been my home. So yeah, just moving into a place with a bedroom that I can call my own, because my studio obviously doesn't have a bedroom, and it's like stuffed with stuff, because I halfly moved to a 1-bedroom apartment, then that didn't really go through, so I had bought a closet and everything already, so it's all just very tightly packed into my current studio. I know that place just doesn't feel like home at all, so I'm really excited to be having a space that I could call my own, and just kind of building a home. And I don't know, I'm just super excited about everything that's coming my way this summer. I'm super excited to be celebrating my birthday there, because my birthday is in the middle of July. So I don't know if I'll have a couch by then, but I will be celebrating my birthday there. Like, we'll just sit on pillows and blankets or whatever if there's not a couch. I don't care. I have a house now, or an apartment, and I will be celebrating my birthday there. And I'm just very excited for everything that's coming my way right now. And I would love to take you guys along, but let me know if you want to be taken along, because it's a bit different than my usual content, so I'd love to see your opinion on that. I was going to say advice, but opinion. I'd love to see your opinion on whether or not I should be doing moving content. Like, I won't bore you with packing stuff or deciding what's staying and what's going. I'll still keep it somewhat knitting related for the most part. Like, where I'll be storing my yarn, or maybe I want to declutter my yarn before I go, or I don't know, making a knitting corner. I don't know if there's going to be a knitting corner in my house, but where I'll be doing my knitting, doing the balcony, so that I can knit there. Like, I could make it about knitting by just grasping on everything that could be crafting related, but I could also just embrace the fact that this series of moving content is not going to be anywhere close to my regular content. and just take you guys along. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what your opinion is on that. And I just casted on my second color, but I think I'm actually going to head out already. It is super warm here. I am super tired from the festival, and I really enjoyed talking to you guys, but I think I'll go. So we'll have a lot to talk about on Friday when I'll be doing a new live stream again. And there will be a stream this Friday, I promise. And you can ask me anything about the move. You can ask me anything else that you want to know. And I'll see you on Friday, and we'll have a lot of fun then. So I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye!